This is, the toughest sport in the world as far as I'm concerned.
Derrick Easterling is one of the young guys on our team.
This dream is now palatable. He can taste it, he can smell it.
Looking to fight in the 125-pound division and make his impact. Derrick's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt.
That lets me know that he's been dedicated and committed to something. He can stay consistent and get results, get what he wants.
He just happened to stop by one night for a jiu-jitsu class. Come to find out, he had fought MMA in the past and never really went through an MMA gym and was ready to kind of step up to the next level and get active again. So he started showing up more and more.
Outside of the martial arts, Derrick's a family man. He's got 2 kids that he takes care of, night and day. He puts them first.
Derrick is one of those guys, I guess you can call him a gym rat. He's one of the guys that you can't kind of get out of here. You got to make him rest so that his body can recuperate, because if it was up to him, he'd probably live at the gym. It's nice to see a guy like that, because there's not a whole lot of them around.
Here at Performance Fitness MMA, we teach martial arts as a form of fitness and self-defense to build confidence and reach fitness goals. Whether you're trying to just have recreational fitness, recreational martial arts for self-defense, or if you want to take it to the next level and compete as a professional MMA fighter.
We've got boxing, kickboxing, wrestling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, MMA classes. We've got a little bit of everything here, strength and conditioning, all around. We can serve anything that the MMA guys need. After training with us a few times, he inquired about how he could get into training for MMA and getting back into fighting. So we invited him to come to team training. From that point, he started showing up a little bit, coming, and now we can't get him out of here.
Team training has to have a focus. We always have to worry about getting better.
After a few months training here with the team, he came to me and said he wanted to get a fight going. So I reached out to the guys at Gladiator, got him a decent fight for him to kind of get his feet wet and get back into things. RJ Acosta is an amateur fighter that we got in the gym that went through camp with Derrick. They were able to work together throughout the camp.
It's extremely beneficial for Derrick to have another training partner in his weight class.
Not only do you have that person to work with all the time, but you have them to cut weight with. You can share what you're doing as far as dieting, have someone that's in the same camp doing it with you. It's tremendous.
Derrick's camp for Gladiator Challenge was great. The only thing we really had to focus on with Derrick was getting him in the right mindset at the right time. Teaching him how to focus and be intense at the right time. You gotta learn how to turn that switch on and off, whether you like it or not.
I came in one day, and I seen Tyson with his hands by his waist during sparring and kind of Derrick teeing off on him.
One of the biggest things about turning that switch on is you have to learn to fight the body.
Derrick hadn't really trained MMA for a while, and we were just trying to get him to turn up his intensity, and that was, Tyson's way of getting him to do that was to kind of get in his face and come on, man, you gotta go, you gotta get it, give it to me.
I'm just another man, I bleed the same. I'll fall down the same if you hit me hard, and he's gotta learn that.
Exactly, by the end of the camp, there was no more questions about the intensity level. He was ready to go.
I tell all the guys in the gym, man, we fight hard in the gym. I'm gonna break him in the gym. I'm gonna make shit suck in the gym, so that way it's easy in the fight.
The day of the fights, my house was kind of the halfway point, so we all met up at my house. It was a beautiful day.
Day of the fight, it's relax time. The hard work's done. Another day at the office, another day of practice. The only thing is, everything's on the line that night.
We all pile in the car together as a team. We ride up to the casino together. From there you kind of try to stay low key, get into the back, into the dressing room.
Relax, keep that heart rate down, keep the body relaxed, get out there. Hang out in the locker room, chill out as long as we can. One of the things that I really like to do, if we can, is get out there at the event and get inside the cage, get inside the arena before the crowd's there. So you can get out there and get your mind right. You can visualize where you're gonna fight, visualize what corner you're gonna be in.
It's always nice to go in there and kind of get the feel of the floor. Not every cage feels the same. The fence doesn't feel the same. Some give a little more than others. The floors might bounce a little more than others. The sizes of them are always different. So it's nice for the guys to kind of get in there, feel that, kind of look around, see what's going to be out there, kind of visualize what's going to happen that night.
And not have anything be new, not have anything be a surprise. Got in that cage, play with it, play with the fence, get your feet on the mat, feel it. Hey, no surprises now.
Attention everybody, if you're a fighter, you need to be in the back. If you're with the fighter's camp and you got your green wristbands and you need to head back to your fighter's camp, all that area out there is general admission, that's for a paying customer. We need those seats all available.
The night of the fight, RJ, he was pretty relaxed when we first got there. He had the jitters going for sure. You could tell it was his first time. Focus on the fight. Another day of practice, another day at the office. Focus on the fight. Get ready to turn that switch on. And he did that. He got his laser focus in. He got his eyes relaxed, and he got ready to work. And he went out there and executed.
He fought, maybe the second or third fight of the night on the same card.
Get warm, get ready, go out there, do your thing. The fight went for RJ just like playing in the gym. And he ended up putting together some really good combinations. I think his opponent felt the power. He didn't like what he was dealing with. Tried taking RJ down. Use his striking, keep his range, keep his distance, stay on top, fence up on the ground. And next thing you know, RJ was on top with an arm triangle choke, and he executed the techniques we've been working on and finished by submission.
He got an arm triangle stoppage in the second round. He looked really good for his first fight ever.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 35 seconds into the second round, your winner, Trever,
It was awesome to see RJ's first victory because at the end of the day, you don't usually win them all. And a lot of times in this sport, you don't win your first one. So getting RJ's first win under his belt, it proved a lot to himself.
and the corner, please welcome Derrick Easterling.
When Derrick was coming out before the fight, that's when I noticed that he did have some experience. He's been out there before, and he had that laser focus. He knew how to turn that switch on.
It was actually nice to watch him like that because we don't see that side of him a whole lot, but he was pretty worked up, We got out there, he had a lot of people there for him, so that was probably nice. A big crowd of people screaming and yelling for him. From there, it's kind of go time once you get into the cage.
Opening of the fight, Derrick pushed the guy against the cage, and unfortunately, he tried to force the position at the wrong place in the wrong time, and he paid for it. He ended up on his back.
He was playing off his back a little bit, and I know he's comfortable there, being that he's a jiu-jitsu black belt. Maybe stayed on his back a little longer than we would have liked him to.
He got himself up.
Once he got to his feet, he was landing nice shots.
He was out striking the guy, kicked him in the head.
And he finished out the round with a takedown of his own.
Got back on top and dominated the fight from top position.
And being on top with some nice ground and pound.
After the first round, I simply told Derrick that, hey, it's your fight out there. Please, execute your game plans. Go, go, go. Be first. Do what we train you to do, and this fight will be over soon. In the second round, Derrick was out striking him.
Round two, they came out, both guys banging, it was a really competitive round. I would say Derrick definitely was in control and was landing, the harder and better shots.
There was a low blow in there, and I didn't notice the referee make a big deal about it. I didn't notice any official warnings.
At one point in the round, there was a low blow that Derrick, hit his opponent with. Was questionable, but, enough for them to stop the action and kind of plead their case. But luckily, no points were taken away. I believe he got a warning, and he just, finished out that round really strong after that.
In In the corner also had Igor, Estrella, our jiu-jitsu coach. He was giving him some of the same advice. When it comes to grappling, it's the same stuff. You got to be first. You got to control position. You got to get your submission. You got to take it.
Round 3, Derrick came out pretty dominant.
I was looking for some punches. Couldn't get the punches through. The guy was very tough.
Once again, we had a little bit of a question, a low blow.
In the 3rd round, he had a point taken away for a low blow that I don't think was even low, but apparently the ref decided it was a low blow.
At that point in time, we let him know, hey, you got this fight in the bag if you want it, so you need to go after this guy and finish it.
Go out there and get this win, Derrick. That's all it is. Just go take it. Go take it. Thank you. Thank you.
And that's when we decided it's time to put that submission game on.
From there, Derrick just turned it on. He took the guy down and armbarred him, rather quickly just to get it done and over with.
Told you. Get that on. Told you.
When the fight was over and Derrick was running around victorious, man, it's a big high. Like the high that you get from putting all this hard work, all this blood, sweat, and tears, and getting the result that you want in front of your family, your friends. It's just pure joy.
After the win, Derrick's super excited. Everyone's screaming and going crazy. Like I said, it had been a while since Derrick fought, and he needed those rounds. So, no harm, no foul. He got it done at the end of the day. At the end of the night, we finished out 2-0. Always feels great when you go in there and you take home all W's. Kind of raises the morale of the entire team. Kind of pushes everyone to step it up a notch. And so, we got fights coming up soon, and hopefully we'll continue on with that same attitude and keep the streak alive.